Where are your badges?
Badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
Put 'em up, put 'em up. Trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
Things look bad. It looks like you're not gonna make it. And you're gonna get mean. I mean plumb mad dog mean. Because if you lose your head and you give up, then you neither live nor win. That's just the way it is.
Your assignment tonight is strategic. You can't give the enemy a break. Send them to hell.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to VP4TV. This is the final of the playoff of the 12-week Virtual Pool 4 Winter 9-Ball League. We have the VP4TV Tactical Geniuses in the final, and they are playing the team Fillypeens. Well, Keith is in the team Fillypeens. He is here. I don't know who else is here, but let's have a quick look. In fact, hang on, that's what I want. That's the one I want. Don't want to do that. I want to go there. Right, there we are. If we look at the teams, we've got the lineup for the Tactical Geniuses. We've got Bill, we have Larry, and we have Coldest Pillow representing the Tactical Geniuses today. And Team Fillypeens is Houdini, Spudboy, and Keith. Now, I think that's basically been the same lineup for the last 3 weeks, because I don't think anybody's touched anything in their team. So that's the team setups for today. And of course, the playoff shows the bracket there, and no doubt the matches will appear in a few minutes once the thing goes live again. So that's last week's matches. So we wait on that happening. I think the other thing to do while we've got time, how long have we got? Another 3 minutes. Just a quick update on the schedule for the Virtual 9-Ball World Championships. Unless something has been arranged for tonight, there are no matches on. We've got the matches tomorrow between Larry and Fast Eddie, LS3 and Interchange X. There's 2 hours between them. I should be there for both of those. And then we've got a crossover at 8:30 tomorrow, my time, which is, of course, the match between One Pocket Slim and Spectre Dawn. So there's quite a lot of quality there to watch tomorrow. But that is for Sunday. We will concentrate on what's happening here. Now, I notice I've got a message. Hopefully that's not somebody that can't make it. Just give me a minute. Be back in a second. Right, everything's okay. Right, so we're good to go. We'll just go to the league page. We have about a minute before the room goes up. So I'm looking to see where Spudboy is for a start. Spudboy's in away mode, and I am looking for Houdini. And I don't see Houdini at the moment, so he's cutting it very fine, or if he is there, I can't see him. Let's have a look further down. I don't see Houdini anywhere in the lineup there in the chat or in a room. This isn't a good sign. It definitely doesn't look good at the moment. So he's cutting it very fine to get here. These rooms are going up any minute now. Yeah, definitely no sign of him. So he seems to be the missing player out of the team Philippines for the time being. I think he was late last week, but I think he got here to play all his matches. I could be wrong. Somebody might put me right in that, but anyway, we won't worry about that. I know that all of my team are here. They have been good all during those 12 weeks. So the rooms are up. We've got Coldest Pillow is up against Houdini, and that might be, at the moment, it might be a 3 point, which is not a good start for Team Philippines. So you've got Larry against Spudboy and Bill against Keith. So that's what we've got going. Right, so we'll keep an eye out and see if that room goes live with Coldest Pillow and Houdini, because that's the one that's missing. So we've got Larry up against Spudboy. We'll tab to see that these matches are now live, I would assume. There we go. So that's going to be easy to follow tonight. This won't take long, the way it's going. So Bill against Keith, and that is a scratch match. And, well, Houdini must have arrived. Unless Has Houdini arrived? No, he has arrived, yes. So he's finally shown up. So everybody is here. Larry and Spudboy. Well, Spudboy's sitting in away mode. I presume Larry's in the room. Yeah, so Spudboy he's cutting it fine, because he is here, but he's not necessarily 100% on the ball to get into that room. Well, he is now. So all the matches are now live. That Coldest Pillow match with Houdini, no doubt, is going to have well, in fact, all the handicaps are there now. So you've got Bill giving away the 8 ball to Keith. That won't make a great deal of difference. You get Larry giving away 7 and out to Spudboy, and you get Coldest Pillow giving the 6 ball to Houdini. So I think the important one out of those 3 matches is the Coldest Pillow Houdini match at the moment, because that's the one where my team is under the biggest threat with that handicap. So let's pop in. Good evening to Haz. Welcome to Cobra. We shouldn't be here that long for this. Well done on holding your nerve last night, Cobra. I thought it was going to go all the way. Welcome to Tam. I'm off for a week now. I don't go back to work until a week on Monday. And I don't give a shit. There you go. Snooker all the way for a week. Oh dear. Well, that's exactly what you don't want to be doing. He needs to get that out of his system. That's just sloppy. And the only saving grace is that 6 ball is locked away at the moment. It could be a bank, though. It could be a bank. If he comes back across the table, the best he's going to get is a bank here, unless he tries something completely ridiculous. And that's exactly what he's tried. He didn't use his head. You see, you've got to use your head and take your medicine and leave the bank up and down. But he's maybe going to nail... Oh no, he's played the combo, well that sorts that out. But of course the 6 ball is now the money ball still, and it's still in the table. He's still got to get it in the hole, but that's a sloppy, careless mistake from Coldest Pillow. Looks like it's going to get punished. And there you go. This is why you've got to be on the ball. So Houdini, 1-0 up. And that's how to drive the message home that you can't be doing silly mistakes. You're given the 6 ball as a money ball. Coldest Pillow paid the price there. What's happened to Houdini? Is he lost the will to live here? What's going on? Alright, finally, away we go. So, 5 and 9 are tied up. 5 and 9 aren't set anywhere. 4 ball hanging over the pocket. Obviously cuts the 1 onto the 4. But he could run up the table and hook himself behind the 7 here. This 1 stays over the hole. Oh, he's bumped to 8, so that's fine. Now, he might end up getting crazy here and trying to bump this 5-9 after he pots the 2 if he has the angle. And then he hopes to be lucky and still have a shot in the 3. It might not be a good idea, you never know. Well, I think he's got an angle. He could do a bump here now. He's just got to hope that he gets lucky if he does do it. There's no way of knowing how this is going to end up if he does go for the breakout. Well, now, it wasn't really convincing what he did there, but I presume he tried for a bump. And maybe the best thing that happened there was that he didn't get the breakout. Let's have a look at this 5-9. That's definitely, there's nothing changed there really. Yeah, it was a bit disappointing considering from like halfway, even before halfway, I was calling it hill the way it was going. Yeah, it was disappointing it didn't go all the way. Now there could be the fatal move again by Coldest Pillow. He's tried to pot the 3, bumped to 5, and Houdini could feast off this. Well, he's got a shot. Watch the cue ball though, because this could end up hooked. Very likely hooked, unless he's going to try and leave a bank. Well, there you go, Coldest Pillow. Now's your chance to redeem yourself. Now, as soon as the 6 ball goes, then of course, Houdini has to pot the remaining balls if he does get back to the table. Which isn't really very likely to happen. You wouldn't expect it to happen. It better not bloody happen. Totally impartial, of course. Just a wee bit tricky. He doesn't want to get. He might want to try and finish up above this 9 here, because I don't like the way this 8 ball sitting in relation to where the cue ball's going, and that's why he's ended up going up the short side, top. I'll say above the 9, because he didn't want to try and do anything more elaborate with the cue ball there. Played the safest shot. So 1 apiece in that match. Let's have a quick look. We've got Bill In fact, we'll just jump straight into that. We've got Bill with ball in hand for a 3-0 lead here. And happy birthday to Bill. It's Bill's birthday today. And they do well to take the tactical geniuses through this and get the job done. Bill's 21 again. When I say that, I mean, Keith's getting the 8 ball, that makes no difference whatsoever. If he was at the table with an open table, he'd be running them out anyway. So this is just a tricky angle again in this 8 ball. So it's a good start for Bill. We'll sit and watch this to see if we can continue it. I'll have a quick drink. See if I can give myself the hiccups. Well, maybe Bill's giving himself a day off today, seeing as it's his birthday. Oh well, that's jinxed him straight away. As soon as Cobra types Bill's been on fire today, what happens? Bloody jinxes him. Well, it's a big pocket up that top corner where the 8 ball is. You would get pretty good odds that this 2 ball's going to go in every day of the week. So the mistake there from Bill. Now can Keith get himself off the mark and get rolling? Well, this is going to have to be, can he hit that straight in or can he bump it? No, there's got plenty of room. Plenty of room. Well, this is a gimme, this rack now. So while he's tidying up the table, let's just have a quick update. We've got Larry now 2-0 up on Spud Boy, and Coldest Pillow's got himself in front against Houdini. And that gets Keith off the mark. Well, he definitely got something. I don't know what it was, but he got some. Was it the 6 ball that's gone? 6 ball has gone, but no shot. Now again, this table is pretty good for hiding the object ball and the cue ball here, so Keith's got to be careful with this push out. Either end of the table is not good. He's got to get his thoughts about him here, because he could end up in trouble. That 2 ball and 9 ball up top left, they're inviting. And what's more, he's given Bill, well, admittedly, the gap is blocked off now by that line of balls to bring the cue ball up there. And if you're going to play anything up the table, you've got to watch that gap between the 7 and 4, and I think he's okay. It's only sort of wider gap that there is, but he's got the cover. Once again, the safety gets the reward. Ball in hand. Now, the 2-balls, obviously you can get to the 2-ball no problem. It's just, it's something simple as the angle that you leave on this 2-ball when you pot the 1 can make a huge difference in how comfortable it is to get out on the 3. It all looks easy. Now, you see, he's a bit straight here. And if he comes back, he's in danger of interfering with that 9-ball and could end up behind it or something daft could happen. And he's avoided that. And now he should be good. Just straight to the rail, back across the table. Or he could end up just playing it up the table, whatever he wants to do. And that is perfect. Well, not quite perfect. He could have done with running another inch that way, would have just stunned it in and come back for the 5. In fact, he'll probably do that anyway, I think. Yep, he's got a wee bit of spin on it. Bit of Botman right English. Now the cue ball's tracking a bit more. He just overjuiced it a wee bit. Well, this will be I would assume a stun. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, well, he could just run this off the short rail up. In fact, he's playing it dead weight. So Bill is looking comfortable at the moment. We'll give him this rack, and we'll have an update. Larry's now 3-0 up. Let's just jump into that. Bud Boy's up against it here. Although Larry's having to kick here. Well, Spud Boy's going to have to get clever. He can't be going all out. He's got to try and keep it tight, force Larry into making the mistakes. Because we've seen Larry can oblige in making mistakes, and that's not a bad outcome. Although Larry can go off the long rail and try and... This is quite difficult to judge. Yeah, he's hit the 3. So here we go. Now this is what Spud Boy wanted. He wanted an opportunity and he's got it. The question is can he get there? Now, every ball is there. So it's down to Spud Boy's ability to be able to get this done. And how he's going to do it. So I'm assuming he's getting an image in his head of where he's going. It looks as if he's going over towards the 7 to get the 3 either into the side or down this bottom left. And that angle he's got in the 3, if he's going forward, he's interfering with that side pocket, I think. Yeah, that's why he's playing it dead weight, and he's checking out on it because of that. You see, the commentator's eye, looking at that, tells you that cue ball is heading towards the jaws and dropping in the side pocket. And Spud Boy was aware of that, and he bottled out in the shot because of it. And that's what happens. And, silly little things like that where you just don't get the right comfortable angle. And he's made a big mistake there with a great opportunity. And this is why it all looks simple about potting balls, but it's the little finer details about how you have the angle on that ball. Watch this cue ball. I haven't a bloody clue, Tam. I have no clue. You're asking the wrong person here. According to Larry, we do. But I have no idea. Not a clue. We'll just see how it all unfolds at the end of it. I would think if we don't, then I'm thinking, what is the bloody point of the whole thing about this playoff? So, you need to check the check your detail. What the hell is it you call it? Check in your profile. It'll tell you down there once the whole shooting match is over. Well, it'll be odd if this is all done today and nobody gets any more payment for the playoff. Right, so Larry is looking very good at the moment, except for the fact that he's just scratched the break. And Spud Boy has ball in hand for a 1-9 combo, which he has to take. Now, he can't be doing this Mr. Nice Guy bullshit. He wants to get ball in hand onto that 9. Now, this is daft for a start, right? This is daft. He should be ball in hand on that bloody 9 and pot it, instead of faffing about and looking around and pretending he's going to be clever. You get the ball, cue ball in there and play the combo. That's what you do. Let's have a look. That looks reasonable to me. And that was, well, it did everything but go in, but that was definitely the shot to play. There's no way he should be messing about trying to run the table when he had that opportunity there. But the big thing there is it hasn't gone. Larry's got a toughie to start with here, though. And there's no guarantees when you see this 2-ball, because he could end up behind something. But he's played that very well. So Larry's off and running again. Let's have an update and head down and see how Coldest Pillow's doing. Well, he's doing very well since he got that wake-up call in that first rack by making that boo-boo and giving Houdini a chance, and Houdini took it out. And since then, he has recovered, and he's on a run of 6, well, not a run of 6 racks, but obviously 6 racks without response. So it's looking very good at the moment for the Tactical Geniuses. Not only has the team had a very strong finish to the league season, the last 2 or 3 weeks were very good, considering that we had to dig ourselves out of a hole. No sooner have I said that, he's gone and made a right arse of that 1-ball as well. Now that I'm back in the room, I better get out of here quick. I better get out quick. Oh dear. Right. So Bill building up a big lead, 6 racks to 1 on Keith. Larry, of course, 4-0 up at the moment. Super chinks. Right, now Keith's got, I don't know what the hell he's got here. I don't think he's got much. That's going south. I'll jinx Keith. And that was a perfect arrival into the room. You couldn't write the script, but this 8-ball ain't going anywhere. It's absolutely rock solid, bolted to the 9-ball. But Keith's definitely in a battle here with Bill today. Now you can play the draggy cut shot in this 8-ball if you want, if you're brave enough. Bill's just played it plain ball, but you can try and be cute and play this at a draggy shot and get around the corner. But why do that when you can get yourself straight in the 9 for 7-1? Well, it can only go downhill from here at the moment, the way these matches are going. Bill's dry. Now, so if he cuts the 1 and comes across table, he's got to try and miss the 7 and miss the scratch, which he has done. That was a good shot, albeit that he's he's going to have a dodgy 3-ball, whatever he does here. Is it actually worth trying to do anything silly? I don't think so. I think you're better just having a sight in this 3-ball. Well, he's trying to get there. And he's bumped to 7 and he's got a shot. Not a bad result. It's a long road back for Keith in this match. First to 9. And he's basically got to string a run of racks together. Which obviously can happen. So while he's tidying up this rack, let's have another look around. Larry's 5-0 up. Houdini won his second rack after that mistake from Coldest Pillow. I don't even know what format this is played in. I presume that everybody plays each other once in this thing tonight. I have no idea. You know, obviously you get a chance to play every other player. Well, there's a bonus for Keith. The 9 ball's going in the break. And that's 2 quick racks on the board. Yeah, so, you know, once this match is over, Bill will play somebody else from the other team, and then once they're all in, and of course now Keith's scratching the break. And Bill will be looking to punish that. So he'll roll the 1 in, he'll leave the cut angle in the 3 so the cue ball's coming back up into the middle of the table for that 4 ball into the side. The only worry is that he's going to be the wrong side of the 4 more than likely, and the 5 ball is down this end of the table. So the odds are that he's going to be, well, he's actually got that side of it. Now that's pretty good, because it was a narrow window to leave himself the angle, and that's perfect as far as dropping down on the 5 goes. That couldn't have finished any better. And probably end up playing that 6 ball up table into the corner. Now, is he going to play the little stunt to the railing out? Yeah. So now I think he's got himself a bit straight in this 7. Yes, he has. So he's got it. Now he could stun up the rail that way, or he could come down so that he's opened it up. Well, it's actually turned out not bad. I don't think that's what he played. I don't think he had any intention of hitting the 8 ball, but he'll take it. So that little quick burst there from Keith with those 2 racks very quickly quashed by the scratch and Bill running out. So Bill on the hill. And 3 ball goes. 1 ball's in play. 2 balls in play. 5 ball. Well, the 5 ball won't be an issue because he's already decided that that's going to be a combo. I mean, all he has to do is get half decent on it and he should be good to go rather than try to break things out. There's no need to really break things out. If you get anywhere decent on this 5-6, you should be able to make that without a great deal of fuss. Now, I don't know whether he should be trying to get right over to the right or right over and out. He needs to bump the rail and get out. And that's perfect. pretty much perfect. Now all he just has to do is sight just where he's pushing this 5 ball to. Then he has to hope he's still got a shot in the 5. Oh, hang on a minute. He's going to have to twist this. He's going to have to just jack up and twist this cue ball a wee bit. What's he doing? Try to cross bank it? Yes, he is. And that's perfect. That was even better than my idea. So now, the only way this will go wrong is by going too far up the table and interfering with the 9 ball. He probably just come straight up the middle. Yeah, that'll do. So, a couple more balls for Bill to get the Tactical Geniuses off to a great start. And get that first point on the board. And there we are, so well done to Bill. We're on our way. And we see confirmation, or at least we will do in a second. There we are. And further down, Larry's now 6-0 up on Spud Boy. And Coldest Pillow is now 7-2. Let's jump into that one, see if we can jinx him again. Because Houdini's now won his 3rd rack. Well done, Bill. Happy birthday. Nice little present for yourself. Houdini has come up dry. And Coldest Pillow needs to put him in trouble. And I think he has very much in trouble. That'll do. Houdini trying another great escape. Oh, hang on a minute. This is a bloody great escape. What a shot that was, apart from the fact he's probably hooked to the 2. Yeah. Well, this looks as if it's heading towards the side as well. Well, it possibly was until it brushed the 5. So here is a chance for Coldest Pillow to take himself to within 1. Now that cue ball's flying. That is flying. He's hit that like a sledgehammer. That is well overhit by about 5 feet. And he's hampered by the 9, so he's making life difficult for himself. Yeah, that's never going to be easy. And that bump on the 5 ball there might have actually done himself a favour, giving him a bit of a lifeline, but having a look at it, that 5 goes anyway. Good evening to Semi-Pro. Right, so now, unless Coldest Pillow wants everything handed to him in a plate, he's got a table that he should be running out. Now, the 5 does go, we've established that, so there's no problem. The only thing is he has to get out of there clean. He has to come out of there, miss the 6. He doesn't want to touch the 6 ball. Well, again, he's overhit that by a mile. That's not where he wanted to be to play this 5 ball, I can assure you. He's making it, and this, of course, is at the wrong end of the rack if you start making mistakes. That's a good recovery. Well, this might not be so good. Got to be playing this up the table. There's no way you're putting that into the side pocket, surely. And pretty much if this doesn't go, which it won't, it's nowhere near it, Houdini's more than likely going to get out here. You know, just pot that 7 ball, run through and come right out into the table. Welcome, Keith. Well, he's had a slam. And cold as pillow. Well, there's nothing difficult about this. Pot the 7, just let that cue ball run up to the left side pocket. That's the plan here. And this will take him to within 1. Getting that second point in the board. Right, so, quick update. Spud Boy's got a rack on the board at last. Larry leads 7 racks to 1. So all of these matches are looking very good. Well, for the first set of matches anyway, that can all turn on its head as these matches go on. Don't start taking anything for granted. Well, cold as pillow came up dry. Houdini had a pot. And well, there's a good opportunity for a good safety here. He said, I go sort of a 2-in-1 shot there. You know, if he hadn't got the pot, he would have more than likely had some sort of cover. I take it the chat still doesn't work in that shooter's pool, Keith. It hasn't worked for months and months and months. Plus, there's no forum anymore, so you can't find out what updates are doing to the game. I don't know what the hell's happening there. I don't know why. I mean, they probably disabled the chat in the lobby place because people were abusing one another. But what do you call it? The actual forum, the forum tab at the top of the screen that was there, that's non-existent. And you used to be able to go to the forum to look at the change log and see what the recent updates were. You can't find out any information now. No, I mean, I only ever drop in there once every couple of months. I don't go in and play. I just go in and look around and see what's happening, whether they've got the chat working again or anything. But no. Well, cold as pillows had a lucky roll there. Oh, that almost worked. Well, I told him unless you get rid of this bloody Yoon angle they've got, I'd never be playing their game, and I've been true to my word. Uh-oh. Now, is it all out for the combo? Because that 6 ball's still in the table. And that, of course, is Houdini's money ball. Oh, he might be a jammy get here, cold as pillow. I don't know whether he played that or whether he played the combo. I have no clue. But oh yeah, now I think there's maybe enough to pot that. No, maybe not. Right. Well, the cut into the side, and he's certainly not going to hit the 9 ball. All he has to do is let it run off that top rail and come out into the table and see the 6. Well, the angle he's got, if he's going to try and nurse this in, he would want to bump the 8. No guarantee that'll happen. But he has done. He has bumped to 8. So just the 3 balls from getting over the line. And he's gone slightly the wrong side here, I think, has he? Yeah, well, he's okay, just... well, he's underhit that. He's going from overhitting him to underhitting him. Well, Larry has got the second point on the board. A very strong win for Larry, 9 racks to 1. And it's been a bit of a blitz in these first 3 matches for the Tactical Geniuses. Let's not start counting our chicken. But if we look, we'll see it's a whitewash in the first set of matches. This will update in a second. We've got a 9-3 win for Mr. Bill. We've got Larry with a 9-1 and Cold as Pillow with a 9-3. So now the round 2 matches are Bill against Spud Boy, and that's probably going to be a similar handicap to what Larry had, like 7 and out. Larry's up against Houdini, and now Larry's going to be given a hefty handicap here as well, I would assume. And Coldest Pillow is going to be getting a decent handicap. He's getting the 6 ball, and that's very dangerous for Keith, because Coldest Pillow is more than good enough to get to the 6 ball. Now, if you look at the handicaps, they've all updated. Bill is given 6 and out, and Larry's given 6 and out. So this is where these results could change here, especially with those top 2 matches. Any carelessness at the wrong time, and Spud Boy and Houdini will pick up racks very quickly, possibly as well if they start getting the break and balls going in the break. That matches could run out very quickly. So we're not going to count our chickens. Yeah, we need 2 results to get over the line. I'll have a quick drink. Right, so we'll go from top to bottom. We'll go in and see if we can jinx Coldest Pillow. They're off and running. Keith won the lag, broke off. All out for the bank. And this is what Keith's going to have to do for all of this match. But he cannot afford to be making a mistake at the wrong time and just making it easy for Coldest Pillow. Now the 5 ball, that's fine. Oh dear. Well, Keith's missed the 4. Coldest Pillow could certainly use the 9 as a stopper and try and get that cue ball way up the table. That 4 does go, though. It's a crazy cut. That was the right shot. That was definitely the right shot. You know, if you're not getting cover, get distance. That makes life not quite as simple. He's having a look at the bank onto this 5 and 8, but I don't think that's a good idea, because the 8 is blocked off by the 5. Oh, and he scratched off the back of the 9, and there's the mistake at the wrong time. The Coldest Pillow, ball in hand, 4 into the side or into the corner or wherever, 5 into the corner. And that's made life very easy for a comfortable start here for Coldest Pillow. Well, you'd be surprised at what I can jinx here, Tam. But at least he's got himself the right side in this 6. Just a simple roll into the corner. And that will give another good start. Right, so now what's happened with Larry and Houdini? Houdini's taking his time to get into the room. I presume Houdini's still in the building. He hasn't bailed out, has he? Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute, wrong button. That's the one I was wanting. Let's have a look. Well, he's in the chat, sitting there, but he's obviously waiting. Maybe went to the bathroom. The alarm will be going off, telling him to get into the room. Meanwhile, Keith at the table. And he's a bit too straight in this too. In fact, he's very straight on it. And again, that's very well played. Managed to squeeze something out of it. And he's got himself very good on the 3 now. Does he want to risk trying to run off the rail and bumping into the 6 and 9? I wouldn't say it'd be very advisable. He's left himself a bit short. I don't think he can avoid bumping into this 7. This could go wrong very quickly here with this shot. Oh, he's avoided it. And if he avoids the 5, I was going to say he'd be good into the side pocket. This is not quite as simple. Not an easy 5. Just caught the job. It went in flush. Wrong angle off the 6. He's going to have to risk checking the cue ball. Bit of right English on this. Doesn't want to get too much and bump the 9. He wants to get. And again, when you hit it at that pace, even with that amount of English on it, you're still sending that cue ball slightly offline. And that's how the pot gets missed. So another gift for Coldest Pillow. So couldn't have had a more comfortable start there. That mistake there by Keith on the money ball. And of course, Coldest Pillow is now getting balls on the break. And I don't think he can turn this down. Okay, he's not looking down the barrel at it, but he's got a 1-9 combo there for the taking. But if he gets the pot and angle in the 1, you would think the 9 has to go. Good evening to Matt. He's having a go at it. Yeah, wasn't quite set. Now, that's going to have to be well cut, I think, for that to go in. I think you've got to get right on the left side of that one. There is a decent gap there, though. Yeah, he's just got to overcut that 1 up the table to make the 9. That's a sigh of relief for Keith there to get off the mark. So, what the hell is this sergeant? Who the hell is this sergeant? Is that cannot be, what's his name, that other idiot, because I don't think he can type words of English half the time. Anyway, quick update. Bill is now 3-0 against Spud Boy. Houdini's finally arrived in the room. So Larry can get started on that match. I think we'll stick with this one for the time being. Now I think it's Keith's chance to get a wee bit lucky. Now, see if you. I think this may well bank this 1 ball. I think if you'd actually maybe tweaked that with a bit of left, I think you possibly might have been able to bank that one ball, but I think it was maybe getting a bit ambitious there myself. Well, that's never going to double bank. Well, this table is ugly right now. Obviously, the one goes. Now, you've got to take the one up the table into the corner if you're just going to hold there for the two. You pot the two, you come out onto the three, and then it hinges on what angle you have in that three to leave a shot in the four. But the most important shot will be how you get out from the four onto the five, because the six will go. You don't have to bump anything. You don't have to bump anything at all. That six goes. You can get to the six to make the pot. So nothing really needs to be moved here. It's all just about accurate position. And that was tough at that line. And I think, well, he's got lucky both ways here. The three's gone safe, and not only that, he's got Keith hooked in the three. Well, that certainly moved things. And it's given ball in hand for Coldest Pillow. And he's going to play the 1-6 combo, quite right. Not the 1-6 combo, the 3-6 combo. So he's a couple of gifts here, Coldest Pillow. And he's also getting balls in the break again. And he's got a shot in the one and the two balls there. In fact, the money ball's gone. I missed that. That's a bonus. 3 ball gets kicked in. Again, a shot in the one. Now, this 4 ball isn't a problem. So here's a table where the most important shot is right now. It all hinges on this 1 to the 2. If he gets that, he should be home and dry. Yeah, just cut the 4 off the rail and across. Well, he's caught a bit of the 9. It hasn't done him a great deal of harm, other than the fact he's got to judge this pace again. And his pace has been a bit dodgy from what we've seen so far today. And that's going to be well short. Yeah, he's struggling to find a pace. This is in the middle of no man's land, this 6 ball. So it might be a glimmer of hope here for Keith. He's trying to cut on this 6. Watch the cue ball. And that's well done. Another good recovery. And it's 5-1, so we need to go round the houses here. 5-1 to Coldest Pillow. Now, Larry's away like a house on fire here. He's 2-0 up already against Houdini. And we'll pop in to Bill and Spud Boy. And Spud Boy's got his second rack in the board. Spud Boy getting 6 and out. And the money balls could fly in here. But none have. Well, something's, and I think it was only the 5 ball though. I think it was just a 5. Yeah. I think there's always a sigh of relief if you're up against somebody where you're giving them 5 or 6 and out. They're breaking. The sigh of relief is every time that they do break, the money ball doesn't go in. You're dreading the worst happening. Now, not really sure what Spud Boy played there, but whatever he did play, it's not worked out. It's given Bill an open table. Well, this will land on top of the 2. This isn't good. This is not good at all. What do you do to try and keep this safe? Well, that's probably about as good as you could expect. Being so close to the 2. Well, again, an easy safety off the edge of the 2, and well, what you don't want to do is scratch by the 3 ball, but you certainly want to head over that direction and hopefully send the 2 in behind the 9. Well, Bills went all out for the bank. He's not messing. And he's got away with it. Or was that Spud Boy? What am I talking about? It was Spud Boy that went for it. My mistake. I haven't had my dinner yet, I should point out. I was watching the football this afternoon. And then a bit of the snooker, and I've still not had my dinner, so starvation is setting in. Well, here's a chance. A very good chance for Spud Boy to get back to within 1 here. So he's got the 2 and the 3 and the 4 all wide open, and just has to get to that 6 ball on the rail. So this isn't difficult. But he didn't want to do that. I mean, that, you know, when you start interfering with balls that you should be staying well away from, you know, you're asking for trouble. Quick look at the 6. I don't think it's wired to the rail. It's not far off it though. So there's a bit of a match on now, and again, Spud Boy never had anything money ball wise, but he's due to get something. You really get the feeling he's bound to get something with this 6 and out. Welcome to Smoking Sid. Well, it looks as if he's not done it again. He's got a ball, but no money ball, just when he needs it as well. And the 2 ball. Did I say good evening to Smoking Sid? I can't even remember what I said 30 seconds ago. That's how hunger affects you. Your brain gets withered. Well, here's a shot where you do nothing other than pot the 3 and hope you don't bump the 4. And if you do that, then you should be good to go here to drop the 5 into the side. You just got to play this at a decent weight. That's fine. And just dink this 4 ball in. Nothing else. You don't need to run the cue ball. Just dink the 4 in. And drop the 5 into the side. Kill the cue ball and you're on the 6. So he's letting the cue ball run. That's not the definition of dink the ball in. That's way too heavy, but he's still good. So just a dink this time. And we definitely have a match on. I'll tell you something else. Spud Boy's had 2 breaks where no money ball is going in. He's due to get something here and could turn this match on its head. And Bill will be sitting there quivering with his fingers crossed, eating his birthday cake or what's left of it. Hoping nothing big goes here. Well, poor Spud Boy can't buy a money ball in the break. He's getting absolutely jack. That's what he's getting. And that 8 and 9 are tied up. I don't think the 8's going anywhere fast. Right, I think it's time for a quick update here. The Bill and Spud tied at 4 apiece. And Bill has work to do. Let's have a quick look. We've got, well, Larry's had a 9-1 win in his first match against Spud, and the way he's going right now, he's 5-0 up already against Houdini. We've got Cold as Pillow getting the 6 ball against Keith. He's 6-3 up in that match. So, the only one that's under threat in the Tactical Geniuses is Bill at the moment. I'm reporting you to Humza for hate speech. Who's Humza? Dink. Using the term dink to dink the ball in. I'm not referring to. I don't know what dink is in a racial slur. I've never heard anything like that used in a racial slur. That's a very good cut by Bill. He's going to have to dig out another one. I don't pay any attention to the Scottish Parliament. It's full of bullshit. Well, I wasn't even aware of that, but that's not the terminology I'm using. I'll still say it. A little dink in the ball. I mean, if you actually say dink, I bet there's another explanation for that. That's not just the only definition or derivative of it, but it's certainly not any reference in a racial term. Right, well, Spud Boy now has the lead. I think, was Bill not 4-1 up? Spud Boy still drew a money ball in the break. He's had 3 racks with nothing. Trying to get his team off, and again he's not getting a sniff. None of these balls want to go in. Just when Spud Boy needs a bit of help, there is nothing doing. Now, that 2 ball, well, it did very tight past the 7, but Bill's got good. But of course, Bill now has to cut out these errors at the wrong time, because that's always the threat. Given 6 and out. This is the Team Fillypeens' biggest hope at the moment for getting off the mark. It won't be in this rack if Bill can keep his focus. Because again, of course, all the balls are there. There isn't any issue. It's just about moving the cue ball. And he should be back on level terms. He decided he'd have a go at trying hooking himself behind the 9, I notice. So, this 9 to square things up. And we'll keep another tab on what's going on elsewhere. So Larry, well, suddenly it's turned. Houdini's had a shot, and he's probably had money balls in the break. So from 5-0 in front is now 5-2. And Coldest Pillow is now 7-4 in front of Keith. So we need to also keep an eye out on Larry's match. Larry had a comfortable lead, but that's now dwindled a wee bit. Oh, I forgot to say, did I mention that yesterday was my 10th year at Tesco? And maybe I did or maybe I didn't. I can't remember what I said 5 minutes ago, let alone last night. But yesterday, the 19th of the 4th, 2014, was when I started with Tesco. And so it was obviously my 10th anniversary. And guess what I got? Did I tell you what I got? I'll tell you what I got. I'll tell you what I got, what I really, really got. Where's my soundboard?
If you're the police, where are your badges? Badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
That's exactly what I got. I got a 10-year badge to go with my 5-year badge. You've got to laugh. You've got to laugh. That's all you get as a badge. We've been there 10 years. I mean, a £25 voucher would still be better than a bloody badge, but that's all you get. And Spud Boy, well, he needs one more good pot, and that's a big pocket where the 8 ball is. If he hits it to the rail, on the long rail side, it's bound to go in off the 8. Oh, he's hit it into the 8. And, well, at least he's left things awkward. Now that you've mentioned Curry, that's got me right in the notion. That has got me right in the notion for a Curry now. And Bill tried the little combo into the 8. He might still get something out of this. Look at that. What a jammy get that is. You can tell it's Bill's birthday. Dear. Well, there was a glimmer of hope there for Spud Boy. But Bill is going to regain the lead. So I think all the important matches that Spud Boy is going to play, this is it for tonight, I think. It's still looking well. There's a comeback on here. Big time. Keith is rolling. It's now 7-5 to Coldest Pillow. So there's a possible chance of a couple of points here for the Team Fillypeens. There is, nothing's set in stone here. Anything can happen, especially in those top 2 matches with the 6 and out. Larry's 6-2 in front, and Bill's 6-5 in front. And Spud Boy, again, has a very good table to get to the 6. Now, what he doesn't want to do is go straight onto that short rail up top. He must leave an angle in that 4 ball, or he ain't getting anywhere in this 5. Got to have an angle. Well, he's got an angle. So that'll at least get him up the table. And it needs to just slow up. It needs to slow up. Well, that'll do. So, 5 ball. There's nothing to stop him potting the 5 and going to the rail and coming out. And let's see, again, he's Well, you know, he's got there. But he could have just went to the rail and come out. For this to square it up. And then it goes. Yeah, we've definitely got a match on here. Now, is Spud Boy going to get a money ball in the break here? I mean, we've sat waiting all this match to see a money ball going in for him to get him a quick rack. And he's just did absolutely nothing. Well, why change a habit of a lifetime? And nothing again. Not a sniff of a ball going in. I mean, if Spud Boy's break was doing anything to help him tonight, this match could be over. Seriously, it could be over if he was getting any joy in the break. And as it is, Phil with a decent enough table, and he's just got to stun this 2 in and go through the gap between the 4 and the 8. Going back, he's taking a risk there. He was taking a risk, he's bumped the 8 and come out okay. Because again, when you go to the rail there and you bump that 8, you can easily bump the 8 and run into that top left-hand corner pocket doing that. You just don't want to hit balls you don't need to. Because crazy things happen in pool tables and snooker tables when you're bumping a ball that you don't really want to bump. Bill just bump the 6 in, 7 into the side, got to leave that angle to drop up onto the 8 again. And, well, that's fine, because he could even brush forward onto the 9 here with this shot, I think. And he's missed that. So everything's good, just anywhere up into the table, high enough by the side pocket will do for the cut. And Bill's going to be breaking to get to the hill. Let's have a quick look. We'll give him that 9. Oh, now there's business going on here. We've got Coldest Pillow stuck on 7, and Keith is on a roll. He's trying to get the first point on the board. It's now 7 apiece, and Larry's now 6-3 in front. So we are going to have to jump into that Coldest Pillow match in a bit. There it's 7 apiece. In fact, we'll just do that. We'll just do that right now. There at 7 apiece. I think there's things going to happen. Coldest Pillow getting the 6 ball. Now again, and this is a perfectly reasonable shot to be ducking and diving on. I don't know what he's doing. I have no clue what he's trying here. He's surely not trying a 3-9 combo. Oh, what a shot that was. Well, who am I to doubt his abilities? That's a cracking shot to get to the hill. I didn't jinx him as well, which is even more amazing. Well, I did jinx him in the break because he's come up dry, but he hasn't left a shot. A quick look. So Coldest Pillow on the hill. Larry's got a 2-rack advantage on Houdini. It's still 7-6 to Bill. And Keith, of course, now cannot afford any more mistakes. Now, this is not going to be pretty either. I mean, he can cut the 3. He's got to hope he gets a good bump here. Oh, now I think he's just brushed the back of that 4. That's perfect. It couldn't have landed any better. Now just a little bump to the rail into the gap, or does he want to play it safe and get high? Now he's coming around the back. But we're around the back again, unless he checks this up. But I think this is too thin to even play that. Well, he's trying to get a load of spin into it. And that's well done. Well, we're going all the way here. So Keith at the moment looking like he's going to have the best chance of getting a point on the board for the team Philippines. It's still 7-6 to Bill. It's now 6-5 to Larry against Houdini. Keith will be breaking for the match. Well, you can see a big difference in Keith, having that table time from, 2 weeks ago when or whatever week it was that he played his first matches. There's a big difference once he's found his pace. Well, he's got 3 ball on the break, 7 ball on the break. He's got a 1-8 combo. Now this 1 ball could go funny here. But it stayed well in play. Again, he's going to have to try and do something to hold for a shot at that too. I mean, this is difficult to judge. I mean, he's put loads of check on it, trying to kill all the pace off it. But when you do that at that pace, you're squirting that cue ball well offline. It makes the shot 10 times more difficult. Well, Coldest Pillow could go up and down to kick the one. He can definitely do that. And he's probably more inclined to have a go at it. I don't think he's got much of an alternative, really. Considering it's 8 apiece, he might as well have a go at it. And that might be it. So Keith just having a quick look around at where he's going before he makes the move. Oh, hang on a minute. Coldest Pillow's hit the old Control-Alt-Delete button. He's using a tactical disconnect. That's definitely straight out of the tactical. Aye, bullshit. The straight tactical disconnect. That's the old Control-Alt-Delete tactic. Right, so well, we'll let that resolve itself. We'll keep a quick update here. It's 7 apiece for Bill and Spudboy. Larry's 7-5 in front of Houdini, and right now these matches could go either way. Right, well, get your ass back into the room then. I think that's the solution. Yeah, that's why you don't go overexcited after the first matches. That's what I mean. The first matches went too good to be true. Anything can happen. In fact, it can be really downhill all the way here if Coldest Pillow can't get himself back into the room. That might be the start of the downhill slide here for us tonight. Well, let's have a look. it's now 8-7 to Spudboy against Bill. Well, either way, there's a result coming through. This could be two quick points on the board here for the Team Philippines. Your PC ain't starting. So I presume you're on your phone. Well, it could turn on its head because if Coldest Pillow's PCs went tits up, that's 2 points going down the pan. Right, well that's a disaster if that's the case. Well, how about unplugging it from the mains and leaving it sit for 2 or 3 minutes? Unplug the power cable from the PC to let it see if it will reset itself. Right, let's head into this Bill and Spudboy match. Spudboy has broke dry, and Bill's at the table with, I think, a shot in the 1. Now, Bill's got the wrong angle on the 1 ball for a start, and this 3 ball is tucked away. Now he's got to watch. I think he's fine. Well, he could see the 2. That's about it. He's got to run the cue ball all the way around the table, down onto this bottom rail if he's going to have a shot in the 3, and that's tight. He could get there. And he decided to have a go, I think, at a combo there. Well, I don't know whether Keith's in the stream, but he'll be sitting there wondering, but there's a 5-minute timeout, and that will come through as a forfeit in a minute or so. And Spudboy has got Bill in trouble, but of course, you know, even if Bill doesn't hit the 2, which is unlikely unless he hits that middle pocket knuckle, that's definitely in the way. Just a bit like that. See, the commentator's eye spots all these things. But the other thing, of course, is that even with ball in hand in the 2, he's going to be half pushed to have a shot in the 3. Let's put it that way. And if I was Spudboy, I wouldn't be potting the 2. For a start, I would not be potting the 2. I'd be ducking and diving and sticking Bill on a 3 pill. That's what I'd be doing. I would not be potting the 2. And I think he's trying to thin this. Oh dear. Well, that's a bit of a disaster because this might backfire in Spudboy. I think Bill is going to make things nasty for him in a minute. So is the PC not powering up at all? Have you checked the electrics? It hasn't tripped a circuit in the house. Check it hasn't done that. Oh well. And there we go. There's that result come through. That's a forfeit for Coldest Pillow, and that's not the way that we wanted the first point to go on the board for the Team Philippines. Especially now that Spudboy is on the hill and Larry's on the hill. But that result, if it comes through from Larry, that's only going to take Tactical Geniuses to 4. And there's points going elsewhere in this match overall tonight if Coldest Pillow cannot get himself powered back up. This is a disaster. Now it makes it even more significant that we had those 3 wins in the first set of matches. Well, Bill's nerves will be jangling here. Because again, we're at the business end of the rack. Can't make any mistake. And, well, that wiped his feet, but it's got there. So this is going hill. Well, he won't. He's only going to get us to 4 points, Tam. Yeah. Coldest Pillows PC's died. So that's humped us for the rest of the night. So here we go. Bill breaking for the match. Larry still on the hill, and it's now 8-7. Houdini's back to 7, and Houdini could be getting money balls here. You never know what's happening there. Oh, that was a good shot, because I'm pretty certain that one ball was fairly tight. And it's now it is hill in that match as well with Larry and Houdini, and that could be a very quick result. Well, is this match going to be over in time so we can dive into that? Well, Bill's took a risk knowing that he'd be very unlucky not to have a shot in the 4 there, and that's opened everything out. And this is the shot that will make or break the match. And he's a fairly straight in this 5 ball. He's got a bit of an angle, but he's got to juice this up big time. Well, he's leaving the cut. I mean, you still expect him to get this. It'd be a terrible mistake if he didn't get it. Oh, is this going to be done quick enough? I'm desperate to get out of here and go to the other room. Well, this is one of those 9 balls. So in it goes. And Bill gets us another point in the board. Well, hurry up, do whatever you can do. I think you won't be there in time though. Right, so the Bill results come through, and Larry and Houdini are still at it. Larry's at the table, and this result for Larry, if he can come through, will get us over the line. So no pressure, Larry. And of course, it's now down to Moneyball danger end of the rack. This is tight, this 5 ball. This is tight. Well, we're going to be praying Larry can get this done. Bear in mind what's happened to Coldest Pillow. Oh, he doesn't want to be tight in the rail. And this is fairly straight again. Well, he's got an angle, so it's just about going straight forward and out into the table. This 8 ball's frozen to the rail, by the way. This is frozen, this 8 ball. He's got to get good. He's got to get good without scratching. See, Coldest Pillow's PC died on him. It won't power up. And that's how he ended up forfeiting that match with Keith. Yeah, that was right on the rail, that 8 ball. So Larry is going to do it for the Tactical Geniuses. That is the winning point. And a 9-8 win. Thank God for that. So that now takes the Tactical Geniuses to the unassailable lead of 5 points to 1. We have Bill now up against Houdini, Larry to play Keith, and Coldest Pillow probably giving a point to Spudboy. Well, we have to go all the way to obviously see what the outcome of this whole damn thing. So well done, Larry. I knew there was a reason for putting him in there all those weeks. Well, it's just pride, Keith. Trying to get yourself and your team another point. That's what it's all about. Even though you're pissing in the wind. Right, so Bill's given 6 out to Houdini, Larry and Keith, and well, those because not all the players are in the room, and no doubt, unless Coldest Pillow has some sort of miracle happen his end, he won't be getting into Spudboy's room. So unless we all just sit here and wait in these rooms timing out and give each other the points or whatever. I mean, if Houdini's in there, Bill can go in there and go on with it or come out the room or whatever. I don't care as long as we won. And that way I can get something to eat sooner. Where are we? There we go. So Bill and Houdini look as if they're getting underway. They're probably just flagging off. And Houdini has won the lag and he's going to break. And the balls are flying in. And the only worst thing about it for Houdini is not a money ball. I mean, he's had 3 balls in the break, not one of them was a money ball. And I mean, Spudboy, how many breaks did you have where you never got a bloody ball either? You could have done with some money balls in the break. You didn't get much help. I think Bill's almost got cover in that one ball. I don't know that Houdini can see an awful lot of it. Certainly not to pot it. Yeah, I think I don't know whether, for the purposes of leagues surviving, as to whether Steve could make them like an NRT tournament, where it is a league format, but you've got deadlines in which to arrange your matches to play them. That might suit a lot more people. Like it is a league format, but it's done in an NRT style where you have a deadline date. Maybe you've got a week to play your match, or you. Well, I don't know what the result would be. I mean, the one way to decide it would be like an NRT, where if you don't send a proposal at all during that week, then you're the one that's going to lose the match. Anything happening in that other match? Well, Keith and Larry are underway. They're playing a scratch match. And Spud Boy, as long as he stays in that room, I presume you're in the room, Spud Boy. Just sit there and that'll time out and you'll get your point. Well, Bill's looking like he's getting a good start here, but you're always worried with these 6 and out handicaps at how quick a match will turn. But it is a well done to my team. I think that we've done very well over the 12 weeks. We've probably had the most stable team during that time. There's that 3-ball pattern. In terms of reliability, that's thanks to the players' input and the effort they've put in to be here. And we've all, I think it's safe to say, Larry certainly put in the most work because he's been in pretty much every damn week. The way our ratings actually work out, and of course that is part and parcel down to the fact that I preferred not to play. I only played when I desperately had to. I had one good week and then a disastrous other week that I did it, and that taught me a lesson. Stay well out of this, you're way out your depth. But well done to the tactical geniuses. That end of season, especially those last 2 or 3 weeks, that's what won it for us, because we had 2 desperate nights where we were looking doom and gloom, and we had the last 3 matches in those 2 sessions that we had. We won all last 3 matches twice in a row to get through that. That's what won it for us. And then, of course, what also helped was the gamblers unexpectedly getting beaten. Was it the 9-ball shots that beat them on that night? I think it was. So things went in our favour, but we dug ourselves out of holes when we had to. How's Coldest Pillow getting on? Because if you're going to transfer VP4 onto a laptop, you're going to have to get a new serial sent through from Solaris before you do anything else. Or when you try to start it up, it'll ask for a serial. So Houdini has ball in hand, and I think he's good on this 3-ball. If he goes through and he bumps the 6 out of the way, he should be on that 4-ball. He's bumped the 6 out of the way, and he's on the 4-ball. Now it's tricky, and what he should do is get himself up table high enough to be looking at this 5-ball in past the 6. So he's got to avoid the 8-ball. And he's hit the knuckle. Oh, well, that's extremely unlucky. I mean, he can give this. He'd have to jack up and give it a little twist. He's trying to cross bank it. Well, no worries getting on to the 6-ball. 2-ball just going to go straight through. And 7-ball, does it go past the 9? No, it doesn't. So that makes this next shot not quite as simple. And there Spud Boy got his second point for the team Fillypeens. with that final forfeit for Coldest Pillow. So just as well we got over the line, because anything could have ended up happening. Well, Houdini's back at the table. I don't know what happened. Well, that's a great shot. That is an excellent shot. And that gets him off the mark. That's a very well played cut, that 7-ball. Well, it's all but over. It's actually not just a 12-week season, it's 14 weeks when you add in the playoffs. So right now, we've got Bill with the 2-1 lead. We've got Keith with a 2-0 lead against Larry in that match. And I think that, but I think we'll head into that match. So we will. Larry at the table. No shot. What's he trying here? I have no clue what he was trying, where he was trying to get cover. But it's looking early on that Keith's got Larry in the ropes a wee bit here. Yeah, who knows if the league get any bigger and any more teams, then he might have to call it the Four Seasons League. Needs to miss the 9, and it hasn't. If it had missed the 9, he'd have been good. In fact, he might have run at the 5 as well, but this is no good. Four balls off the rail. But, trying to dink behind that 8-ball. Made a good effort at it. That's very well played. Very well judged. The weight control. Yeah, Larry's looking as if he's getting... Oh, hang on a minute though. Larry's picked off a kick there. And the 4-ball going into the side, and suddenly Larry's fired up. That's a big bonus. Can he take it home? No is the answer to that. Now he needs a lucky roll here. I don't think he's getting that either. But we will forgive Larry, because he got us over the line. Have you not heard what happened to Coldest Pillow, Matt? Where were you? Coldest Pillow's PC went pear-shaped. He ended up forfeiting his last match to Keith. His second match to Keith. And also his third match to Spudboy. So just as well Larry got us over the line. It could have been a nightmare. Oh, don't tell me he's got himself stuck on the 7. No, he hasn't. You can see it. That's well done. So Larry's in trouble here. Right. So all we have are the 2 matches remaining. Keith about to go through. Well, he has gone 3-0 up. We've got Bill currently with a 3-1 lead. And Keith's break is looking dry. Oh no, the 5 has gone. And now suddenly it looks great. He's on the 1 ball, 2 balls there, 3's there. And you'd always expect him to be 4-0 in front here with this table. Oh dear, commentator's curse has done it again. And this might be the little glimmer, the little flame that ignites Larry into this match. It will do if he can follow this up. Larry given a slim chance there. Unexpected miss from Keith. Now, how is he going to come off this 9 ball? Because this is never a guarantee anything's going to be good here with this. He's got the bounce off the rail. And how tight's the 8 ball? The 8 ball is off the rail. And it's the 8 balls doubles. I don't think that'll go. That's only got 15 minutes until it starts. Hold his pillow's gone quiet. He's not telling us what's happened, albeit that it doesn't matter now. So, well, here's hoping he gets things resolved one way or another. So Larry's had a ball in the break, 3 balls gone, 1-6 combo, 1 ball needs to stay in the table, that'd be handy. Well, it's gone, but he's good enough in the 2. Now, is he going to run up table towards the 9 and finish inside the 5? Or is he he's played the stun? He's not taking any risks like that, because that could end up in trouble. I don't know whether he could actually get a clean run through there without bumping into that 8 ball. But it could be a 5-9 combo if he fancies it. But he's dead straight in this 4. That's why he couldn't get out for the 5-9. So here's the shot. Get yourself down onto this 7 ball. Well, if he's letting it run, the only way this will go wrong is if he comes around 2 rails and bumps that 8 ball and doesn't get clean past it. So he's well away from that. The weight looks very good. Anything but straight. And he's got a slight angle. And now that I'm off on holiday for a week, I can guarantee that I'm still up at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. The body clock will still have me waking up before the alarm goes off. So that mistake by Keith has cost him 2 racks so far. Time for a quick update. It's now 3-2 to Bill against Houdini. And the ball goes into the side. 1 ball is on. I'm sure the 1 ball goes past the 6. Yeah, that's a little cutback. Now, what does he do here? Does he play to draw? Now, Larry could play to draw to the 4-9, but he could leave the 4-9 there as a combo. Yeah, he is playing to the 4-9. In fact, he would have done better to actually leave it alone now, because the 4 ball doesn't go. I thought he was thinking about running into it, and he has done, and it hasn't come good. And that's the type of risk that you take. And, you know, sometimes it breaks out nice, and now he's got to rethink. He could still do this if he gets good in the 3. He could still have a shot where he could bump the 4-9. And that's what he'll be trying. He's got the big high angle in the 3. He should be able to cut this thin enough with a bit of right and try and run it into this 4 and 9. Oh, he's got too much on it. He's got too much. He's got a... No, he hasn't. Oh, that'll do it. That'll work. That's one way of getting on the 4 ball, but believe me, that was not in Larry's plan. But he has got there. I'm pretty certain he can pot it. Oh, I can get it. Can get it. Oh, the mistake. The mistake. He's overcut the 6. Oh, and Keith back at the table. And Larry could have been all square there. Now, quick update. Bill's now pulled away. It's gone to a 5-2 lead to Bill against Houdini. And this match, well, Keith's got that little cushion again. Needs to follow up. I don't think he's going to. I don't think anything's gone. And Larry's on the 1. Now, the angle he's got in the 1, he can just stun into the gap for the 2. I mean, he could get right up the table, but he's got to get there, though. I think he has done. He's got there. And just when Keith needed something to back him up there to try and reapply the pressure, he comes up dry, and Larry's got a very good table that he must get out on. I think Larry speeded up a wee bit here. He speeded up a wee bit. Larry doesn't care now. He's got us over the line. He's not bothered. Right, well, this is perfect. Just the right side of the 8. Just to roll it in and roll on to the 9. Not like that, though. He wants to bump the 9 now. Not like that, Larry. That was almost a bit numpty-ish there, Larry. We'll let you off the hook. Go back to within 1. Now, what's happening with Bill? Bill's now 6-3 in front against Houdini. And it's Larry's turn to come up dry. Now that 2-9 looks a dead set combo if it wasn't for the fact the 6 balls there up top. It isn't dead set though. Well, it's easy to duck for cover here off this 2, but he might be playing the reverse bank here on this 2. Very well done. Now he needs a little roll, but that 5 ball, is it out the way? Yes, he's fine. All is good. Anywhere up top on the right hand side for the 4. Well, he could just knit this back a little tad for the 5 ball into the other corner pocket. I'm pretty certain he can hold it. This little jab. I was going to say dink, but I didn't say the word dink now. No, he's gone the other side. More comfortable going across the other rail. That looks tight, that 6 ball. And it goes. It looks very much like Keith's going to keep that 2-rack lead again. And meanwhile, Houdini's back to within 2 against Bill. Bill with a 6-4 lead. So we started at 6 p.m. It's actually gone pretty good tonight. We're just an hour and 55 minutes into this final of the playoff. Now look at the 9 ball up top. This is going to be a quick rack. And Larry's going to have to make sure he keeps that 1 ball well away. Send the cue ball up there. Well, he was playing a sort of 2-in-1 shot there. A sort of half-hearted attempt, maybe at hoping he kind of brushed the 9, but main objective was keeping cover. Although he's left an easy kick, and Larry could be in trouble here if Keith can get this 1 ball behind the 6 and up table from the kick. He might end up putting Larry in trouble. Now, does he not think he can spin it around that way? Well, I think he's went all out to try and chip that in. But he's left it safe. Right, time for a quick update again. Bill's now 7-5 in front. Oh. Cut onto the 9. Just got to make sure he stays away from the side pocket, which I think he should be alright. Yep, there we go. So now there's a bit more of a comfortable lead here for Keith. 3 racks in front. But again, just when Keith wants to back it up with a decent break, he can't get one. He's come out dry again. Well, Larry's coming off this 3 ball. Doesn't really know where the cue ball's going to end up. And that's why it's now ended up sort of in no man's land with no shot. Although the 2 ball does go in between the 4 and the 9. How does he fancy that? It does go between the 4 and 9. He might be having a go at it. Why not? No, he's ducking for cover, trying to get in behind the 7. And he's made a pretty good effort at it. That's a good result. Still on the hill. He certainly is. 8-5 in front. Keith, meanwhile, gets the kick in the 2. And Larry won't be turning down the bank. I can assure you that. Be in no doubt that Larry's going for this. Oh, and he's just done that to confuse me. Did he have a go at it in the corner instead? I don't think so. I think he was trying to duck for cover there. Oh, now he's left the 2 hanging. And, oh, this is very tight. In fact, this could go round the jaws and miss the 2. That's how tight it is. I just caught it. But again, no shot. Unless he wants to try and cut it across as a bank. That is certainly on. Again, at this stage, you might as well have a go at it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'd be having a go at it, giving it a cut across table. But Larry's in match play mode. He's in match play mode. He's played a very good safety. And that middle pocket might be sort of in the way. Yep, that's the problem. The middle pocket was actually in the way of the line to hit that 3 ball coming straight off the rail, and he's given Larry a great opportunity just to nip one of these racks back. Now Bill's still in the hill, I believe. 8-6. Right, let's just get ourselves in there. Houdini's at the table though. This might go all the way, this match. Now, how about the 6 ball? It doesn't go in past the 8. So he's got to get this cue ball out onto that 6. Was it the ram that was loose? Well, Houdini's missed the 5. And I think he's in a rub there, but the other problem, can he get that thin? I think he can. I think he can brush that thin enough. He's got to just go cigarette paper thin past it. Well, at least it's not a disaster. Well, Bill is going to get the job done and get another point for the Tactical Geniuses with a 9-6 victory over Houdini. And all that remains now is whether Larry can get himself out of trouble against Keith. So let's go into that final match. Well done again to Bill. Oh no, I'm you know, I said earlier on that the main thing is that I think we had reasonable communication. I think everybody played their part. Everybody was reliable. Tam just had me sweating because he would always turn up like 2 minutes to the hour, which I didn't like. But other than that, we had a stable team and reliability. And if you can get that, then as long as you know that you've got players that are going to turn up, and if they can't turn up, they at least have the decency to let you know that they can't be there. And that's what it's about. It's about communication. If you're going to have a bunch of players in your team, you want to know that they know how things work so they can use the communication system. They can message you. And Team Philippines have had 2 seasons where they've not necessarily been the most reliable team. Well, put it this way, I don't think I'd want to be in their team. That's all I'm going to say. Well done, Bill. Have a nice day. As they say in the States, enjoy the rest of your birthday. I'll enjoy my dinner once this is all over. Well, Larry's still battling. Oh, he's back to within 1. He ain't going to go down without giving a fight, Larry. 4 balls going. 1 ball to something else on the side. 1 ball is a reverse bank pass to 2, I think. Or is it? Is there enough room to get that 1 pass to 2? I need to get round quick enough, but obviously there wasn't. No, I don't think there was. I don't know who's playing tonight. Is that who's? Oh well, Luca Bracell will be in his final session because he's the champion. The world champion always finishes his match the first day. So as soon as this finished, I'll be wondering what I'm going to have to eat. Whether it's going to be a Chinese of some description. But I'll definitely be watching. I mean, I don't know, how did he end in his first session? I haven't even seen the score that he had today. A kale salad. Yeah, that will be right. Bloody rabbit food. He's 7-4 in front, is he? Now, how did Larry end up letting Keith back to the table? What happened there? I missed that reading the chat. I think you're just asking for a load of wind by eating all that vegetation. So yeah, I'd have a good curry any day of the week over a bloody pile of lettuce. I'll tell you that. Well, Larry likes doing things the hard way. He's heading in that direction. He's 1 step closer to getting a point for his team. And fair play to Keith for going into that Philippines team, because it did give him, that table time over the sessions during the evenings that he's been in it the last 2 or 3 weeks. And of course, no sign of the Team Philippine captain. Doesn't even want to be part of it anymore. But I think he's got to make better choice if Paul's going to have another team and there's another season of this at some point in the future. Then he wants to get more reliable people, and not necessarily because they have to come from the Philippines. I mean, there's a lot more reliable players round about that you could get. Yeah, I've had a Caesar salad. I mean, I go through. I tend to have that sort of stuff in the summer. See, when I'm in my tea break at work, I might have a Caesar salad meal deal in my morning break. I'm quite partial to that, but I don't like them at this time of the year. Well, the banks are open, Larry. That's holding the line, and he's on the 4. And he ain't dead yet. You know what I had the other day? I had, before I did my big shop yesterday, I had about 4 slices of bread left. And I thought, and I had a tin of mulligatawny soup. And so I put the mulligatawny soup on, and I had that and 3 slices of bread to do kind of lovely, quick snack. I had that when I came home from work the other day. You can't beat mulligatawny soup, or as it's commonly known as, is like beef curry soup. Yeah, I've had pickles over the years in various shapes and sizes. Well, Larry's coming back. Back to within 1. So this is the conclusion of the VP4 Winter 9-Ball League. This is the playoff final between the Tactical Geniuses and the Team Fillypeens. It's a 6-2 lead, a winning lead to the Tactical Geniuses. And this is just the formality of finishing off the tie for the evening. And it could still go either way, this match. So it'll either be 7-2 or a 6-3 victory, either way. Yeah, that was the dog that found the Jules Rimet trophy, as it was known then. It was found in a hedge, I think. Right, so whatever happened there, Larry's got ball in hand. I've started yawning big time again because it's after 8 o'clock. Oh dear, what's he done here? Is he playing safe? Yes, I think he is. Let's see, what's he done? Oh, he hasn't got cover. You haven't heard any news in the Olympics? Well, they're not due to start until July. I think it's July. Well, all you need to know about the Olympics is they're in the summer, and I think they're in Paris, so they're not. That's all you need to know about it, and there'll be thousands of people going to it, and there'll be loads of people running, jumping, swimming, diving, throwing, cheating, taking drugs. There'll be the usual crap. There'll be security alerts. There'll be terrorist alerts. There'll be everything like that going on. That looks tight. Yeah, it's tight, but it went. Well, here comes Larry. But you didn't know that the Olympics come around every 4 years. Well, the 7-ball comfortably goes past the 8. Run around out into the table high enough. A comfortable 8 ball. And there we go. That's what happens. You start spinning the cue ball, but he's going to get second prize here big time. In fact, he almost, I mean, if that had gone in, he almost ended up hooking himself at the 8. So an easy kick for Keith. But how's his luck? Is he going to roll it soft? No, he's having a blast. Oh, I could use an app a lot more than you could, Spud Boy. I'm already at bedtime, but I'm not going to be doing that until I've had a good feed. I'm definitely hungry. How's Larry's luck? It looks pretty good. He's had a second go at it. But I'll probably, once I get through this yawning stage, I'll probably get my second wind. Especially once I get something to eat. Then I can settle down and watch a bit of the snooker, cup of coffee or whatever. And knowing that I don't need to get up for work tomorrow morning. Or all of next week. Right, 7 apiece. We are 2 hours and 15 minutes into tonight's session. Larry's break. Again, it is dry. I think it is. I'm pretty certain nothing went. And Keith's got a table that you would always want to be running out. Don't tell me you've not had COVID as well, Spud Boy. Or you just had an infection. Oh, Keith's making hard work of this. He's not really been in total control yet. But he should be now once he's sitting decent enough in the 5. So Keith looking favourite to be breaking for the match. Oh dear. Well, Larry has been let off the hook there. Well, I would do it in the right order, Spud Boy. I would get laid, then get drunk. Don't do it the other way around. If you do it the other way around, you probably get no chance. So here we are, Larry on the hill, breaking for the match.
If you're the police, where are your badges? Badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
I love that line. That's a classic line. Alfonso Bedoya and Humphrey Bogart, Treasure of Sierra Madre. If you've never seen the film, go and watch the Treasure of Sierra Madre. Gold hat, was the name of the character that Alfonso Bedoya played. Alfonso Bedoya also had a role in The Big Country. He was a little, well, he is Mexican, but if you saw The Big Country movie with Gregory Peck and Charlton Heston in it, Alfonso Bedoya was in that movie. Well, Larry's taking it home. It looks like it. Oh, and this 8 ball looks, again, tight on this bottom rail. But not frozen, but not far off it. Well, Larry got us the winning point tonight. Can he take it home by winning the final match? This needs to run. It needs to run. And this is definitely in bedhead territory. And that is very difficult to keep flush along that rail. Yeah, very difficult. And it is looking like we are going all the way. Probably a fitting end to the playoffs that we go all the way in a final rack decider.
Hasta la vista, baby.
And Keith looks dry. I don't think that's got cover. Right. Bit too straight in this 3 ball. Bit too straight. He's what carry cut out here to get onto this 4. Going to have to force it out, which he has done, and that's really a good shot. Really good. Keith hold himself together to get another, at least another point on the board for the Philippines. Well, once this is over, Coldest Pillow, check whether you've got a payment or not on your profile once this is finished. So well done to Keith. Gets another point. for the Team Philippines, and that concludes the playoffs. And it's all over and done with. And if we look, we will see that overall tonight, the Tactical Geniuses won the final by 6 matches to 3, as confirmed there. And that was it over the 12 weeks. All those results, all those racks. And that is it done. And if we look at the overall standings in the league, the actual table, you've got Bill 60 to 53 percentage, which is good. You've got Matt 75 to 61, Larry 64 to 56, Tam 68 to 55, and Coldest Pillow coming out positive as well, 59 to 56 in that. And you see how well we caught up with the gamblers overall. Team Philippines down there. And the 9-ball shots. So that is it, folks. Again, thanks and well done to all the players, including Bill, who's gone. He's obviously busy. Well done to Larry. Well done to Matt for playing his part. Well done to Tam and Coldest Pillow. And thanks for being in my team for the season. Percentage, not Rax won. A percentage, win percentage, I think it is. Or Steve, only Steve knows. He'll explain it. Well done to Keith for playing a part and at least contributing something to that disastrous Philippines team. So, well, at least we showed up. No sign of Steve, no sign of Paul, the Philippine captain, but I think he was long past getting pissed off with his team and stayed well out at the last 3 or 4 weeks. Right, guys, thanks for joining us. I'm off to watch a bit of the snooker. But before I go and before we finish tonight, I just want to give a quick reminder. But hang on, we'll do it the simple way. A quick reminder so that you can join us over the weekend if you're doing nothing, or if you can't be there, remember it will be on the YouTube page, my YouTube channel. We'll look at the fixtures in the 9-ball World Championships. We've got matches tomorrow night. We've got a match with Larry and Fast Eddie starting at 6 o'clock British summer time. I'll be there for that. Now, if that match is over in time, even if it isn't, there won't be much of it left by the time the LS3 Interchange X match is due to start, which is at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, British summer time. I'll be there for that one. Then the only slight problem for there on in is you've got One Pocket Slim against Spectre Dawn at 8:30. So we're going to have to keep an eye on how both matches are going, to whether we stay with one or jump to the other. We'll decide that on the night as things progress. So some good matches to look forward to tomorrow, and I hope you can join us for some of them. If not, the match will be on the playlist on my YouTube channel, and you can catch up on it later. So in the meantime, once again, well done to Tactical Geniuses. I don't know, I never checked. Let me have a look on my profile. Hang on. Bear in mind, I never played part in it. I get $140 V. So I did for not playing. So I presume you guys get more than that. Did you guys? Because I mean, Tam wasn't playing tonight, so he got 140. I presume you guys get more than that because you were actually playing. Don't tell me you get the same amount of money. You get the same. Everyone get the same. $140 V doesn't sound much, does it? consider, well, when you think about it, because it costs you 60, did it not cost 60 or 50 $50 or whatever for playing every bloody week? So you're not coming out with a profit. Considering what you got for winning the actual 12 weeks and then the playoff, I don't think you're making any profit in winning this. Larry, you're the clever one. You need to go back and count up how much it costs you in entry fees each week by how much you actually won to see whether it's worth your bloody while playing. Because if you didn't come out with any profit, it doesn't. The season got different amounts. The playoffs, everyone gets the same, right? So, so if you played each week, you were getting better payment. So, as long as you can say you come out with a profit from what it cost you to play in it each week, then it was worthwhile. But if you didn't, you don't think you have to pay for the playoffs. Oh well, at least that. Well, maybe that's a good thing. But you still want to come out with a bloody profit, don't you? You don't want to go 12 weeks and come out and it's actually cost you $150 overall, and you didn't make anything out of it. Anyway, I'm sure we did make something, but not a lot. Let's put it that way. But then again, that's partly due to the fact we only had 4 teams in the damn thing, so it works better if you get 8 teams in it. But I think the likelihood of that happening is fairly slim. But as long as there was some sort of positivity out of it. Right, so that's it. I'm off, guys. Take care. Well done to my team. Well done to all the participants in my team. And good luck with the next season, whenever that might be. So I will see you later, chaps. Take care and good night. And maybe see you over the weekend. If we can get this to work.
Good night, ladies.
There we are.